majority shaped Senate. A tax break meantime for Florida parents. The State House wants to make August 3rd, 4th, and 5th a sales tax holiday when back to school clothing and supplies are sold sales tax free. The move would cost the state $31 million in lost revenue. The bill now goes on to the state Senate. Curbside recycling may soon end in St. Petersburg. Company that runs the program says it just can't make a profit with only 7,000 residents paying for the $2.75 a month service. So thousands more don't sign up by October, like 20,000 more. The company will not renew its contract with the city. Jurors are deliberating whether Palm Harbor daycare owner Stephanie Spurgeon murdered a 1-year-old in her care. Doctors for the prosecution and defense disagree on how and when little Maria Harris got the injury that ended up leading to her death. Condemned St. Petersburg killer Robert Waterhouse dies by lethal injection tonight, 3 decades after raping, beating, and leaving a 29-year-old named Deborah Kammerer to drown in Tampa Bay. Florida News Network reporter Larry Spillman has more.
Twice convicted murderer Robert Waterhouse is set to die by lethal injection at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Waterhouse, who is now 65, has been on death row for more than 31 years, longer than any inmate previously executed in Florida. Before the 1980 murder in St. Petersburg, Waterhouse had served 8 years in prison for a murder in New York State. I'm Larry Spillman.
AMA 20 News Time, 3:18. Time for traffic and weather together.
Good afternoon. Earlier Wednesday ride home off to a slow start on 75. Southbound side seeing delays between I-4 and Animal Drive due to a crash there. Also have northbound delays beginning as you approach Animal. This has been brought to you by the Exogen Temporal Thermometer. 275 northbound delays right around West Shore. Southbound side still moving pretty well at this point. The Vendors Expressway smooth ride. I-4 is in good shape between Tampa and Twin City. Leroy Sullivan moving a bit slow between Kennedy and 22nd Street. Howard Franklin, Gandy, and of course Canal Causeway all looking pretty good right now. And Pinellas got a crash in Olmsted east of Roosevelt. The Exogen Temporal Thermometer, the top choice of doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals. Now to be yours for the Exogen Temporal Thermometer stores and supercenters, Sam's Club, and other fine retailers today. Steve Kosh of your traffic report on AM 820 News. AM 820 News, Bay Area weather forecast.
Good Wednesday afternoon, a beautiful day, warm, a little bit more humid, high near 80 in Tampa, low 80s inland, partly sunny skies, and then a few more clouds and even a stray shower, Citrus County northward. Tonight, mild, low to mid-60s, except for upper 50s in our cool spots. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, late day showers possible, mainly north of Tampa, but rain chance only 20%. From your weather authority, I'm 10 News meteorologist Bobby Deskins on AM 820 News.
80 degrees in Brooksville. The Dow is down 114 points at this hour. The NASDAQ off 14 points. New predictions are out for the S&P this year. We'll tell you the numbers, and the Lightning continue their homestand after getting blanked last night at home. Money and sports news coming up. AMA 20 News Time, 3:20.
You're listening to AM 820 News, Tampa Bay's all-news station with local and national news, traffic and weather, sports and money news, all in one place. AM 820 News. When you've got to know now.
I'm sure you're thinking, boy, I'd like to pay less for my car insurance, but switching seems like a lot of work. All the hassle and whatnot. Well, I'm here to tell you that is simply not the case. Geico makes it so easy to switch and start saving money straight away, without getting buried in a ton of paperwork. Yeah, that actually happened to me once. Literally, I was buried under my income taxes for 6 days. Haunted, really.
For a free rate quote, visit Geico.com. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Isn't it time you fight back? Listen, you're a good person. You want to pay your bills. But every time you turn around, there's another obstacle. A late fee, a missed payment, interest rate increases, car repairs. You know it. It never ends. When it comes to credit card debt, nobody plans on letting them get out of control. Sometimes it just happens. Gather your credit card and personal loan statements and give Genesis Financial a call right now. Let us thoroughly analyze your situation and propose new terms to your creditors that will have you debt-free in 5 years or less. We know you want to pay your bills. You just need a fair chance. Genesis Financial can help you get that chance. Gather your bills and statements and call today for a free consultation. 800-292-6156. 800-292-6156. Call now. 800-292-6156. Tired of replacing expensive inkjet printer cartridges? Maybe it's time you replace the printer you put them in instead. Switch to a Kodak printer and stop overpaying for ink. With other inkjet printers, the way to save money on ink is to print less. But Kodak printers only use fairly priced ink. Get a new Kodak printer this weekend at Walmart and join the thousands who've stopped overpaying for ink. Find out how much you overpay for ink at printandprosper.com.
News, weather, and traffic are brought to you by CyberKnife. When cancer strikes, CyberKnife strikes back. Locations in Tampa and Brandon. Find them on the web at cyberknifetampa.com.
Time for Money News. Money News on AM 820 News. Byron Ween says he may need to lift this year's estimate for the S&P 500 index.
I'm Charlie Pellet at Bloomberg World Headquarters in New York. Ween is chairman of Blackstone's Advisory Services Unit, and he began the year with a forecast of 1,400 for the S&P 500 index. Now he says it's time to revisit that prediction.
It seemed that 1,400 when the market was 1,250 at the beginning of the year was a reasonable target, a conservative target, but I think we could well exceed it. Look, the S&P 500 operating earnings are going to be in excess of $100. Very often, almost always, the S&P 500 sells at 15 times. That would take you over 1,500.
The S&P 500 has surged this year as investors gain confidence the European debt crisis will not trigger a global recession, and U.S. economic data improved. And that's a Bloomberg Market Minute.
AM 820 News Sports Report. Sports Report.
From the ESPN 1040 Sports Center desk, I'm Kathy Suzowitz for AM 820 News. Tampa Bay Rays manager Joe Maddon will be sticking around the area for a while. The Tampa Bay Times reports Maddon and the Rays have completed a 3-year contract extension through 2015. Maddon's current deal was set to expire at the end of this season. The Rays are 495 and 477 in 6 seasons under Maddon and have made the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years. The Tampa Bay Lightning continue a 4-game homestand tomorrow night against the San Jose Sharks. The team took a 4-0 loss to the Senators last night at the Forum. The Orlando Magic continue a 3-game homestand tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers at the Amway Center. They wrap up this homestand Friday night against Milwaukee. And in college hoops, Florida State hosts Virginia Tech tomorrow night. We'll have live coverage of that game on ESPN 1040 starting at 6:30. I'm Kathy Suzowitz for AM 820 News.
AM 820 News time, 3:25. Time for traffic and weather together.
Good afternoon. Early Wednesday ride home off to a slow start on 75. Southbound side seeing delays between I-4 and Animal Drive due to a crash there. Also have northbound delays beginning as you approach Animal. This update brought to you by the Exxon Central sponsor. 275 northbound delays right around West Shore. Southbound side still moving pretty well at this point. Rivers Expressway is smooth to ride. I-4 is in good shape between Tampa and White City. Leroy Selman moving a bit slow between Kennedy and 22nd Street. Howard Franklin, Gandy, and the Cordican Causeway all looking pretty good right now. And Pinellas got a crash on Overton east of Roosevelt. The Exogen Signal Thermometer beats out your list of doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals. Now it can be yours. The Exogen Temporal Thermometer is yours at Supercenters, Sam's Club, and other fine retailers today. I'm Dave Cox of your traffic report on AM 820 News.
Bay Area weather forecast.
Good Wednesday afternoon, a beautiful day. Warm, a little bit more humid, high near 80 in Tampa, low 80s inland. Partly sunny skies, and then a few more clouds and even a stray shower citrus county northward. Tonight, mild, low to mid-60s, except for upper 50s in our cool spots. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. Late day showers possible, mainly north of Tampa, but rain chance only 20%. From your weather authority, I'm 10 News meteorologist Bobby Deskins on AM 820 News.
82 degrees in Sarasota, AM 820 News time, 3:26. Here are stories we're working on for our next Tampa Bay update. At about 3:45, a local jury deciding if a daycare owner is also a killer. Crews get the upper hand on a smoky brush fire. A tax break for Florida parents, and a condemned St. Petersburg killer running out of time. I'm Steve Summers, live in the AM 820 and NewsTalkFlorida.com newsroom.
You're listening to AM 820 News, and now you can hear us on NewsTalkFlorida.com. NewsTalkFlorida.com. Florida's most comprehensive news site and more on the radio or on the net. That's NewsTalkFlorida.com.
Rite Aid wants to be your new pharmacy. Transferring's easy. With your list of medications, call 1-800-RITE-AID, go online at riteaid.com, or visit any location, and we'll do the rest. Every prescription gets you closer to 20% off the whole store, fast, with a free wellness blood card. Rite Aid accepts most major plans, including those with Express Scripts coverage, so transfer today. Certain limitations apply. Prescription is paid for in whole or in part by state or federal healthcare programs, such as Medicare or Medicaid, are not eligible for Wellness Plus points, nor are prescriptions filled in New York or New Jersey. See pharmacist for details.
It's not easy being a veteran.
Coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan, I have been so excited to come home. But it's harder than I thought. Not everyone understands that.
Join us at communityofveterans.org.
Because no one knows what it's like to come back unless they were there. Brought to you by Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America and the Ad Council.
Their campers, trailers, and top-ups. Or, I would just save even more with a multi-policy discount. The camper paid dearly for his mistake. You paid out a lunch poor chap. Well, we got to get off of that 2-year sale.
Call Geico or visit geico.com today to see how much our multi-policy discount could save you.
Buy one, get one, and build your men's wardrobe at Macy's. Clearance seats from Michael Kors, Kenneth Cole, and more. Buy one at 50% off, get one